Hey, so if you are like me and you've got a Challenger Titan security system and you want to control it outside of the existing software, then this is the video for you. I'll show you how to do just that. So under Challenger, we can go to version 8 IP configuration. So this is assuming you've got it plugged in via Ethernet. And then under the Challenger IP address, we need to make note of that. And then also site number 1 IP address, this is the computer that I'm operating the software from, and then number 2 IP address, that's what you'll put in for your second device that can control the Challenger software. If it's all from the one computer, then that's fine, but in my case I wanted to run site number 2 from a server, which is a computer that's always on for my use case. So let's start out by how do we capture the data. So whenever you control, say under control relay, we can select, say, auditorium door, this one here, and we go status. So that's querying the Challenger to see what the status is, and we can then obviously go set, and that unlocks it, and reset, and that locks it, and that's all commands that it sends over Ethernet. So we can use this program called Wireshark, which I've already installed and set up. And so when you, I'll just close it out and we'll reopen it. So under here we'll select our Ethernet device. If you hover over, you can see the IP address, and it starts flooding us with information. So we'll go under here and create a filter, IP address equals, and then we'll put in the Challenger IP address and press enter. And now this is just showing us traffic from the Challenger, and it's just talking to us at the moment, so that we can capture at least, so we can see the traffic back and forth. So I'll reset that, continue without saving, and then I will go and set, so to unlock it, and then I will pause it, and we can see that our computer sent a command to the Challenger, and under here you can see the UDP packet that it sent, and then Challenger replied with 2 payloads of data, and then we sent a final packet. So having experimented with this, you just have to send both of them. So as an example, I'll show you in Hercules. So you can download this software from Hercules. Yeah, I can put the link in the description. And then under UDP, we put in the control IP address and the port. We can find that port from Wireshark, as you can see, 3001. And then we capture the data. So under here, we've got the first payload, so I've copied that in and then pasted it in, and then I just remove data, and you have to add a space after every second character. Depends on the software you use, whether it needs spacing or no spacing, etc. And then we'll go to the second payload and likewise we'll add a space in after every second character. So this we were capturing the command to set it, which is unlocking. So let's go and lock it again. So we'll reset and we'll go status. We can see that's locked. So from here I'll go listen. It might throw an error, just click it again, or ideally close the Titan software, and we'll go send. We'll close that off. So now it should show as unlocked. So we have successfully controlled our door with software outside of Titan. Now that doesn't help much using Hercules. Obviously you want to automate it and package it together. So as an example, I will show you here. Under Home Assistant, as an example, I have put our security system into Home Assistant, so you can see west corridor, front doors, etc. You can see if they're locked or unlocked. So a user can then click on it and unlock it. You can see the history. I've got a full log history down here. So we can lock and unlock the doors. So as an example, let's do the admin door. I will unlock that. Then we'll go here, admin area, so I'll clear that. Status, so that's unlocked, and then I will lock it. We'll go status, and it is now locked. How cool is that? So I used the software to control, unlock and lock the door. So you could integrate this into any software that can send and receive UDP packets. So in my example, I've used Node-RED, and it's a bit of work, but you have to go through, basically capture the command for locking and unlocking. I've used just the set command in Node-RED, put the space for the second command, so I can combine it all into one command. and then I've filtered it through and sent it off to the challenger over UDP, and I've had to pass it with this buffer parser, and then I also, every 2 minutes, I get the status of the doors and filter that, and then from here I can, it's a bit of a mess, but you get the idea. So as an example, you can also capture this status. So if we go to Titan, so to Titan, and we'll clear Wireshark just by continuing it again, and if we go status, we can see that it captured us clicking on status. So you can then filter through that information. You'll start to see patterns once you look at the information. You'll see, there's different bytes in here that specify the door, whether it's a send command or a receive command, etc., and then you can filter it out. If there's anyone out there that uses this software that's interested in this, I can provide the Node-RED information. Just let me know, and then you can filter it in, because I have had to create a bit of some of these functions to filter through the information to get the lock or unlock status. So in this case, it filters through it and looks at the different bytes and determines if it's unlocked or locked, and then updates the status. But yeah, it's really cool. So you can easily unlock and lock the doors or any other kind of control in here. Even date and time. You can get the time. I haven't figured out how to set the time because it keeps changing the command, but at least with these doors, you'll notice if you capture it multiple times, the command's slightly different, but if you replay any of the captured commands, so you just manually capture each door that you get, and you write it down somewhere, and then you can replay that from any software out there. Hopefully that helps modernize your old security system.